What's up, y'all? So I was just watching a show because I'm not trying to blast these people, but I was just watching nah man, I was just watching the Sign Pals and with Jabby Kohei and Achara, I'm forgetting her last name. However, they were they're rewatching Living Single and season 2, and they just happened to acknowledge an extra in a scene, and it was saying how like the extra to them, or Jabby was acknowledging how some extras can be extra, and like I think it was just like, yeah, how they could just be doing the most, and that some extras think that they're the star. And I've heard a guy say that to me before, while I was talking to him, like a makeup artist, who I don't know personally. I'm talking about through a dating app, who was saying that like him and some other people were talking about how some extras think that they're the star. And I just want to tell other extras, other background actors, because I'm a background actor myself. It is not it is not my forever gig, but it is a gig that I have been doing consistently. And I just want to let my fellow background actors know you are a fucking star. You are a fucking star. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. What do most directors or assistant directors tell you? Even though you could possibly perceive it as someone blowing smoke up your ass, but at the end of the day, they can't do a movie without you. Can they or can they not? Can you legit do a courtroom scene? Can you legit do a believable courtroom scene without background actors? Could you legit could you legit portray or impersonate, shall I say, a concert without people pretending to be the fans? Now, mind you, you can do that now in the day of AI, but for the longest, could you be able to do that? So you know what? You are a star. And don't you ever motherfucking forget it. And now I'm not sitting here acting like there cannot be certain extras who might take it to the fifth degree and do the most and have this absurd sense of entitlement. But mind you, you see that from all levels of in parts of the industry. What I am encouraging though is don't you forget who the fuck you are. I don't give a crap if it's anybody who has a stick up their ass who feels like you're the help. You ain't the fucking help. I'm not the fucking help. And you need me. And this is where I say that any industry, specifically, I mean, this is in reference to the world, but specifically within this country, you are conditioned to have a slave mentality, to be grateful and to settle for crumbs and to not demand more. And that if you are being treated disrespectfully, if you aren't being acknowledged and honored how you should be, that you should just shut your ass up and endure. And I'm telling you, speak the fuck up. Speak up. Advocate for yourself because no one else is going to. And you know what? They may look at you crazy. Now, mind you, there's a way to do things. There is a way to do things. So I'm still saying have decorum. Stand your ground without being excessive or doing the most, but stand your ground with peace. Don't just let people play with you. And that dynamic never leaves itself since you were born into this world. But don't let other motherfuckers dictate your damn worth. Because the truth of the motherfucking story is ain't nobody in this bitch God. We all have God within us. But no one can depict or no one can depict nor stop your journey nor stop your destiny. So be mindful, everybody, background, crew members, whoever, talent, I don't give a crap. Be mindful of who you are, who the presence you are in, no matter who it is, because you just never know. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether that person becomes a star. Every Homo sapien is worthy and deserving of respect, because there's nothing on God's green earth. Remove this man-made shit that y'all idolize so much. There's nothing on God's green earth that depicts that one human is more worthy or more deserving of the other. And just like we see it with so many people within the industry in the world, that you can be up today and your ass can be in court tomorrow fighting for your fucking life. So be mindful of how you treat people, because you just never know who you talking to. And someone like myself can be a background actor one day and be the most flyest, most sought out actor, producer, director, entertainer, superstar. And when your ass, because you thought you was better, when you try to get a job, and they don't want to work with your ass because they remember how you made them feel, why don't you be more aware of how you treat people and stop looking down at people, pedestalizing your fucking self? You shit, pee, do whatever you do as a Homo sapien the same as anybody else. So why don't you stop thinking so extra highly of yourself and diminishing people to think extra of themselves? Because the whole concept of saying, oh, I can't stand extras who act extra. Well, baby, I was paid as an extra. So why don't I be an extra? Because it ain't like I got words. So I need to emphasize my reactions. Sweetheart. If my role is so fucking irrelevant, why are we needed? Why is there casting calls? Since I'm so irrelevant. Anybody, know your worth, and don't let any other Homo sapien who projects depict to you what your worth is. Be confident, not arrogant. So I'm not telling you to sit here. I'm not telling you to sit here and just be rude and disrespectful to people. But when it's time to perform, baby, show the fuck up and show the hell out. And